This is the JBL Charge 6 and this is the Sony ULT 3, and if you're looking for a mid-size speaker, I think that choosing between either of these two speakers is genuinely going to be a hard decision. Now when it comes to speaker setup, both of these speakers have a front-ward firing woofer and a front-ward firing tweeter and dual pass radiators that shoot out the sides. And both of these speakers have really good instrument separation, and both of these speakers sound very open thanks to the woofer and tweeter setup. However, with the Sony ULT 3, I do feel that the mids are slightly better defined, and also I feel that the ULT 3 has a little bit more kick to its bass and it gets a little louder than the JBL Charge 6. And more importantly, distortion is never a problem for the Sony ULT 3. Whereas with the JBL Charge 6, I feel that JBL is pushing the speaker just a little bit too hard, because sometimes you might get a little bit of distortion at those higher volumes in the highs with the Charge 6, but this really only happens on rare occasions. Now, both of these speakers also have an advertised battery life of 24 hours, and both of these speakers charge via a USB-C port, and you can also use these USB-C ports to charge your own devices, which I feel is very useful. However, with the USB-C port on the Charge 6, you can also use it as a wired connection, whereas you can't with the ULT 3. And both of these speakers are good options if you're looking for something durable and portable. However, the Charge 6 is slightly smaller than the ULT 3, so I feel that it's going to be a little easier to store in, let's say, your backpack. However, with the ULT 3, it does come included with a shoulder strap, which I personally really like because I feel that it just makes traveling with this speaker a lot easier. Whereas with the Charge 6, this speaker does have a carrying handle, which you can actually use in two different positions. But personally, I do prefer the shoulder strap on the ULT 3. Overall, I think both of these speakers are great options to consider, but I genuinely feel that choosing between these two speakers is a difficult decision. Nonetheless, if you want to learn more, you can always watch the full video.